Hi folks, today we're scrapping the one wheel and we're going to EUC World. Hi everybody, I'm Mike, welcome to my channel. So, generally on my channel it revolves around one wheels. I love one wheels. I've never wanted to ride an EUC so much, but all of my comments whenever I post a one wheel video revolve around EUCs and you should try a EUC, you should get on it because it's so much more efficient, it's been advancing, the technology so much, one wheel has it locked down, you get the picture. So today I'm teamed up with Landon from Landon Cycles and he's going to teach me how to ride EUC and we will see, I don't know what we'll see if it's cool, I guess. So today we're using the InMotion V8F electric unicycle. And its stats are actually very comparable to the Onewheel XR. The one wheel will get less range, it has a bigger battery, and it costs more, which is what makes these unicycles so attractive, is they have smaller batteries but longer range, primarily because of the larger diameter tire that they use and the width of that tire, so it cuts down on resistance. All right, so I have a couple predictions and things. I've worked this out in my head before in advance. When I got the one wheel, I jumped on this thing pretty quick and could ride it pretty quickly because I could snowboard, and I've just been, honestly, before I bought it, I was riding it in my head for years, literally years. I have a feeling that this isn't gonna go as smoothly. I'm not really a skier, and there seems to be a lot more balance involved and a lot of trust, and to do that in one day is gonna be a challenge, but I think we've set ourselves up for success here. We got a nice grassy field to learn on. We got behind us a skate park if we decide that we want to hit that. And then if we get really good, there's a nice trail along the river. And that's the goal, is to be able to kind of ride alongside each other along the river at the end of this day and feel like we've succeeded at something. All right, Landon, so why don't you give me the pro tips on how to get started on this? I've seen people do it online, you get one foot in it. I'm talking a lot whereas you're on camera, so.
So basically, I think if you're doing this, you just gotta do this, right?
It makes so much sense. Could it be that easy?
Yeah, so I would say, so if I'm teaching someone, if they've never rode a one wheel or an EUC, the self-balancing part is kind of wonky, right? Because you're kind of like putting trust in the machine for like keeping you upright. So I always say, hey, like fall forward, and whichever foot you put down first is probably the foot you're gonna want to keep up. So for me, it's this one. As I fall forward on my right, so I put my right foot up first, and this is how I get on the board.
Easy enough. So I fall also with my right foot forward, but let's just test this real quick. I've done a few tests and I am actually a left foot forward guy.
So you're gonna wanna be this way.
Okay.
Right?
Starting with that, one leg in.
Yeah. And with the EUC, you wanna have it towards your foot that's on the ground.
Okay.
So like this. You don't want it straight up, because when you jump on it, you're gonna be way off balance.
Yes.
So you wanna have it tilted a little bit.
Okay.
And so yeah, like beginner people, I'd say go against the wall, stand against the wall and kind of rock the wheel back and forth. Yeah. Just get the feel for it under your legs. Okay. For you, I think just try to jump on it, go forward, try to get off it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, let's try that.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, and by the way, these EUCs, a lot of them have a kill switch, and the reason why is if you want to go upstairs, kills the motor, carry it up the stairs with you, right? The wheel isn't spinning, trying to balance. Right. Put it back down, let go of the switch, your motor's engaged. Okay. But if you try to grab this when you jump on, it's not going to be a good time for you. So just watch out for that little button. Okay. It's trippy. There you go. Yeah, try to get some circles in. There you go.
It's like pushing a skateboard right now.
Yeah, lean forward. Yeah, there you go.
Hey! Almost a successful ride already.
Yep, that was good.
tricky bitch. But you know, it has that same kind of addictive quality that Onewheels have. Is like once you start getting it, you want to ride it more, you want to ride it more. Practice, like it's fun to practice. And that's what these electric rideables are all about. It's just like so fun to get better at. Man, I'm out of breath. Honestly, it's at the place with this thing that I've got it, but it's a little scary. It's like you can go fast. I have to go faster now. You have to push through that scare barrier. And that's the only way to go now.
The scare bears. Oh, watch out for the scare bears.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it gets super playful after a while.
Landon, man, awesome. Oh man, I didn't expect to get to this place where I'm at where I can actually ride this thing.
Honestly, neither did I.
I'll just turn it off. All right, so last thoughts. What do you think about the Onewheel?
I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's actually very similar to snowboarding. I think if you're a snowboarder,
yeah,
you could probably get on this thing pretty quickly. Probably skateboarding too.
Yeah.
Right?
Although it has more lean, it's like, I always tell people it's like snowboarding and a bit of powder. You know,
yeah,
like it
totally.
has a bit of lean to it.
It does, and that was the first thing that kind of threw me off.
Yeah.
Is the heel-toe balance is so sensitive.
Yeah, totally.
Because in my mind, it was like thick tire. I was like, oh, it's just gonna sit there.
Yeah.
But it's not. Little tiny weight shifts on your toes or your heel,
yeah,
actually does quite a bit.
Yeah, and so I do need to say, I don't know if I said this yet, but this is an aftermarket tire. So the one that it comes with, the Vega, is a lot flatter. So kind of the leaning that he's talking about, more so because I designed it that way with this, so you can carve a bit better. But yeah, totally, you do have to get some speed, and then you can use your weight.
And I could see
to
that.
Carve it
I
around.
could see how this would probably be a better tire once you learn how to ride properly.
Yeah, totally. And then you can go off-road or whatever, right?
Absolutely. And how do you feel about the EUC?
Well, man, it was tough to get going. You just, like I said, everything I said at the beginning was true. You got to learn to trust the board. Mm-hmm. But it's a lot more of like keeping the EUC upright.
Yeah.
And then kicking it around in between your legs. But you want some room in between your legs. What messed me up is I watched these dudes doing big jump lines, and they put these big pads on both sides.
Yes.
So I was thinking you got to kind of cup it like this. Like my groin is sore from practicing.
Yeah.
But once I learned it, you're just kind of loose. You're loosey-goosey with it in between your legs. And
that's the best for the slow speed. Once you get to that point,
yeah,
you can go behind a little old lady on the sidewalk and you're just doing that between your legs, right?
Yeah, I could totally see that.
As soon as you start speeding up, the wheel becomes more stable, so you're not shifting as much anyways, because it's wanting to stay upright with gyroscopic effect, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as you start going, 30, 40 kilometers an hour.
Gyroscopic effect.
That's how it is, right?
Write it down.
It wants to keep her nice and straight. So then you actually have to put quite a bit more weight in depending on the diameter of the tire.
Yeah.
So on like a veteran Sherman, the big old chonky guy,
yeah,
you got to really lean out and put some weight into it, almost like a motorcycle,
right,
to get that thing turning once it's up to speed.
Which is what you want, because your landing jumps, you want it to be pretty stable on the landing and all that stuff.
Totally. But then when you're putting around, it's all that minute kind of shifting between your knees, right? So.
You know what my takeaway from this is?
What's that?
These are both fun as hell.
They're both fun as hell.
They're super fun.
I agree.
I'm a little less confident to ride. Like, I wouldn't be able to ride this on the trails yet. Like, not on the not where there's people. Maybe like a big wide trail. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to do a part 2 for sure if you're down. Yeah. So 100%. We'll do a part 2 and maybe get some different terrain there. And I'll let the back of my brain figure this out. And the next time I get on this thing, it's just gonna be like nothing. So
I think you did really good for your first time.
Hey, appreciate that, man. And you just killed it. I knew you would.
A lot of fun.
Honestly,
a lot of fun,
I knew
man.
you would.
A lot of fun.
Anyway, so thanks for watching. Subscribe to both of our channels if you're into it.
Please do.
And we'll catch you on the next video. Peace.